Okay, this is season 8's Homer's Enemy. Now, this is actually a pretty good episode that a lot of people talk about. I'm gonna skip to the couch gag. Okay, so in this couch gag, Bart looks like he's radioactive or something, and he goes down a chute in the couch. Now, I give bonus points for that, not that looking generic. I actually think that's kind of cool. Most of the couch gags seem kind of repetitive to me, but that's actually kind of cool. Oh, wait. No. Yeah, I've actually seen this episode before, but I mean, I didn't pay this much attention. I thought it was down a chute. It was actually, he actually changed the channel and then Bart looked like that. That's still, whoa, that is still cool though. That, I don't really get that, but it's just weird. Then Homer smacks Bart, and Bart has no static anymore. Okay, why does the local news talk about Frank Grimes? Now, like, why would you just want to talk about some random person? Especially since he's like a one-off or twice or three-off minor character. Yeah, he dies in this episode, but he was abandoned by his parents at the age of 4. Really? No wonder he's so grumpy in this episode. That looks like a shirt that would get him bullied. Maybe that's why he's so grouchy also. Why didn't his parents get in trouble for this? Why don't they ever really mention his parents here? His parent or parents are waving him goodbye after abandoning him. Why is he standing in the middle of the road? Why would they wave goodbye if they hate him really, really bad? He spent his childhood years as a delivery boy, and delivering gifts to more fortunate children. Seriously. Why is this in black and white? I mean, this episode's from like 1998, and like, he looks like he's in his freaking 20s, like in this episode. Like, that they didn't really use black and white that much in the 1970s, like, seriously. But like, why isn't he in school or foster care? Why is he just delivering gifts? And isn't there a freaking restriction on the working age to be like 16 plus? On his 18th birthday, he was blown up in a silo explosion. He's just seen running here, and then that just explodes. What? It makes zero sense why he was running toward it. Maybe it like why? This seems like there's only corn right there. What's so special about running over there? And why does corn explode? I mean, I'd understand if it was like cow manure or oil or something, but this is freaking corn. Jesus. He studied science by mail after recovering from that thing. What even is science by mail? Maybe he ordered the books through the mail, I guess, but just saying by mail sounds kind of strange. He received his nuclear physics degree afterward, but seriously, this guy is so boring and average. Why is the freaking news talking about him? This is ridiculous. A better description of this episode is the 1% versus the 99%. Frank Grimes being the 99%, Homer being the 1%. That's of course a bad analogy. Why does Mr. Burns want to hire this person? And isn't it kind of ironic that he's just watching at the same time? I wonder. Ooh, those look kind of like TVs right there. Maybe that's a security camera. Oh, Mr. Burns says, I want to make Frank Grimes my executive vice president. And Smithers looks really angry. I think Smithers must be the vice president or something. Or his assistant, I think maybe vice president. I can't quite remember right. Or just his assistant, but maybe he wants to be the vice president. I feel like Smithers deserves it a lot more than Frank Grimes, though. Because he is so helpful and nice to Mr. Burns. Homer is just making himself super dizzy by spinning around in the chair. And he's like, he wants to go home sick because of it. Like, really? Wait, I thought the Homer getting stupid happened at season 10. This sounds like him being stupid now. Look at how freaking skinny Frank Grimes is. He just looks freaking super skinny. Really. Oh, look, Homer's sniffing his pencils that have the name Frank Grimes on them, and he's like, get them from an office supply company. And, Homer just really, really wants one, and he's already freaking off the bat, making him super annoyed. Wait, Lenny just said Homer doesn't need a freaking degree, but everyone else does? That is a freaking plot hole right there. I swear, some episode from like season 4 or 5 or 3, I remember it, like Homer having to go back to college for his degree, but I guess he never got that degree or something. Just freaking plot hole in the series. I don't like plot holes. He doesn't even know what a nuclear power plant is. Panner plant. He acts so stupid in this episode. He acts like season 14 level stupid in this episode. But this episode still has a pretty good plot, though. Oh yeah, this is filler right here, but she's just getting a license plate, custom license plate and stuff. But Bart is gonna go over to an auction and buy some dilapidated, crappy factory for $1. But this kind of goes in hand to hand on how Homer's family is so much more lucky than Frank Grimes. Frank Grimes is like the most unlucky person ever. And he ends up getting in trouble for something Homer did. So, Bart and Milhouse are going to go trash that $1 factory. But I bet that $1 factory that's all torn up and needs like property taxes paid on it or something. But that never comes up in this freaking video. But look, Homer's freaking eating Frank Grimes' lunch. And he acts so freaking stupid, and he acts like this stuff is, he acts like Frank Grimes doesn't even, I don't know, Homer just acts so freaking stupid in this episode. And Bart said, my hard work has finally paid off. What hard work? His $1 bill? Oh my gosh. Look, this very, 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 very likely was Homer, but look, he chewed all over Frank Grimes' pencils. I don't understand how Homer doesn't get in trouble at all in this video. Really? It definitely was Homer Simpson. He ruined all of his pencils. His custom-made pencils. Look how upset he is. Oh my gosh. Why does Mr. Burns make him get in trouble instead? This episode definitely is very loaded. Now, Bart and Milhouse are just destroying the factory. Oh, Homer's just singing in Frank Grimes' office really loud. He's so freaking upset. Now some nuclear emergency is happening, and Homer has no idea what to do, but Frank Grimes does, and Frank Grimes goes out of his way to help him. And then Homer doesn't appreciate it at all. Seriously. How is Homer so freaking stupid in this episode? And this is a scene of the dilapidated factory that Bart and Milhouse are having fun in that was cost $1. Oh yeah, Homer poured water on the control panel in the nuclear power plant, and Frank Grimes looks super shocked. And why does is it lucky for Bart to own a factory if it's so freaking cheap? Like, I bet this factory wouldn't go for more than a few $1,000s. Like, it's in really bad shape. Why? How's that super lucky? And he's kind of just buying a problem. Frank Grimes saw him hanging from a coat hook in a radiation suit sleeping. And Frank Grimes is about to go freaking really crazy soon, I'm pretty sure. But he's like super upset that Homer has a job as a safety inspector. What the heck? I'm totally on Frank Grimes' side right now. Oh, Homer's super drunk and he's gonna drink some acid. And look, Frank Grimes may hate him, but he doesn't want him to die. Wow. He's about to drink some poisonous acid. Or something. Aw. But look, what the heck? Seriously, Homer, why are you acting so... Does that freaking say clean your ass? That's what it freaking looks like right there. I can't see the whole freaking thing, but what the heck, clean your ass? Oh, when Frank Grimes smacked it out of his hand. Homer was trying to drink sulfur instead of beer. What the? And I think Frank Grimes is gonna get in trouble for that instead of Homer. Oh, Vice President, seriously? Shouldn't Smithers get that role? Smithers, or at least freaking Frank Grimes or something? Smithers should. And Homer's blaming on freaking Frank Grimes when Frank Grimes just saved his freaking life. Oh, accidents. You see that chart right there? The accidents are way up on the chart. Oh, really? Mr. Burns is threatening to fire him, and he's reducing his salary. And if he messes up one more time, he's gonna get fired. What the heck? Homer deserved to be punished instead. Definitely. Now Frank Grimes is freaking shaking Homer a little bit and yelling almost at the top of his lungs, "I am not your buddy. I hate you." Stuff like that. The most loved man in Springfield has an enemy, really. He's not the most loved man in Springfield. I'm sure there's lots of people who freaking hate him in town. Oh, so Mo is sharing his giant enemies list. You keep track of your enemies? That's weird. Oh, Mo's saying that he should invite Frank Grimes over for dinner to make him a friend. Why would you want to invite your enemy to dinner? That makes no sense. I only have 5 lobsters. Are you sure that he's bringing anyone with him? 5 lobsters sounds like that could be shared with like 20 freaking people. Seriously. And what the heck? In a lot of the other episodes, you're poor as heck. Why are they rich in this episode? Look how stressed out and worn out Frank Grimes is. Seriously. I'm surprised that Frank Grimes even showed up. Frank Grimes has a second job and he's late to it, and he's showing up to Homer's house anyways. What the? But I thought he really hated Homer. This is a palace. This doesn't look like a freaking palace. This looks like some middle-classy $100,000 freaking home. This doesn't look like a freaking palace. What the heck is Frank Grimes talking about? Maybe it's the smell of lobster making him go crazy or something. Homer is seriously showing Frank Grimes, this is when I was on tour with the Smashing Pumpkins. Why does he think Frank Grimes wants to see that? Oh my god. And, well, what the heck? Here's a picture of me in outer space. I'm surprised, I'm shocked that Frank Grimes doesn't look even more angry right now. You've never been to outer space? What? Really? I bet in real life, like, less than 100 people have been to outer space. But seriously. Like, does he actually think he's one of the, like, very small amount of people who've been to outer space? What the heck? I think Frank Grimes is about to go even more crazy. Oh, all he has to show for in his life is this briefcase and his haircut. And he's like, oh, picture of the nuclear power plant. Why would Homer have a picture of that? That's weird. And then Frank Grimes says, if he'd been in any other country in the world, he would have starved to death. No, I think that may be true, but I'm not quite sure. You're what's wrong with America, Simpson. Now, you know what? I can feel like he's the 99% and he's the 1%. At least in this episode, that's for sure. Oh, wow. Okay, that's Slimy, but I forget what that guy's name is. But he says, what do you got? Oh, why do you hate Homer? That's ridiculous. And now he's gonna go even crazier. Oh, accidents have doubled every year since he's become safety inspector. Wow, Frank Grimes has a really good point here. Oh wait, now I remember that guy is named Carl. But everyone makes mistakes. They're acting really stupid too now. Wow. Homer has the intelligence of a 6-year-old. I would die a happy man if I could prove it. He definitely does die a happy man, because he pretty much does prove it, but no one freaking pays attention. That much at all. Children's model building contest. Design your own power plant. I think Frank Grimes is going to cut out the kids part of it and leave on Homer's desk for him to look at. Then he's going to enter into it, and Mr. Burns is going to act like it's just perfectly normal for Homer to act that way. How does he fall for this crap? Seriously. He took the children's part out and the picture of the little kid, and he's gonna enter into it. What? He freaking Homer just freaking wrecked Frank Grimes' car, and he like hit and run. Oh, Homer is the biggest dick ever in this episode. Oh, he's making a power plant model, and he has genius at work. Makes it very obvious that he's stupid. It's not like we already knew that, though. It's really high-tech stuff that they won't understand. Yeah, I bet Lisa would understand it a lot better than Homer. They're wrecking that factory for the fun of it, and just continues on that subplot. Wow, Milhouse just put a nickel in the coffee machine, and a rat came out instead of coffee. Weird. Oh, whoa. There's some coffee poured out. How did that coffee not evaporate if this place looks like it's several decades old or something? The whole place fell into a pile of rubber. What? No, I mean, the whole place just collapsed on itself. What the heck? Oh, now the rats from the plant from the dilapidated place. Go run into Moe's Tavern instead. That makes no sense that they go run all at the same time. Weird. Nuclear Dream House. Ralph Wiggum is so stupid. Hey, Super Nintendo Chommers, I'm learning. That is. He could even just make it like a generic little factory, seriously. It's pretty good, sir. That shows that Smithers is so gay. He's like the closet type of gay. No, that's not a bad thing, of course. Now, Frank Grimes like laughing and getting angry at the same time. When Homer Simpson's in the contest, Homer got the first prize. Seriously? Look, he has a $10 bill in his hand. What the? And there was this other kid, I think Martin or something, that he was like, he looked like he put tons and tons and tons of effort into it. And he looked like a little kid. But and then he even said it actually even generates power. But Mr. Burns acts like it's stupid. And Homer just copies the power plant and adds racing stripes. What? How? He doesn't deserve the first prize. Really? That they should have an age limit. Age limit being like 12 or 14 or something. He's screaming, this whole plant is insane. Really? Well, why is everyone so annoying to Frank Grimes? Oh, Frank Grimes is mooning everyone and saying, I'm a worthless employee just like Homer Simpson. Give me a promotion. Oh, he's all cross-eyed there. And no one said anything. None of these minor characters said anything at all. Wow. I'm peeing on a seat. Give me a raise. Why do they like Homer so much? I didn't wash my hands. Give me a raise. I brought in a 6-pack of beer. Give me a raise. They don't even feel guilty, it looks like it. What the heck? They don't even feel guilty. They are freaking... Something is wrong with them. A lot more than Frank Grimes. Hey, Mr. Burns, I'm the worst worker in the world. Time to go to my lobster in my mansion. Well, you know, it is definitely not a mansion. It was definitely not a mansion. But it definitely wasn't some crappy one-bedroom apartment either. Oh, now he's touching extremely high voltage. You know, I think he's gonna die a happy man because he proved that Homer has the brains of a 6-year-old. At least in this episode. He died from electrocution after proving that Homer is stupid. I feel so freaking bad for Frank Grimes. He doesn't deserve this treatment. Oh, really? Homer's acting stupid now, too. Change the channel, Marge. And he's just sleeping right there at his funeral. Now, that is extra mean right there. Homer was the biggest dick ever in this episode, I swear. Kind of like My Sister, My Sitter, with Lisa being practically tortured by Bart. Might as well go hire Krusty for $5,000 and not pay him too. Ha 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 ha! That's our Homer. Oh, what the? Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for Frank Grimes in this episode. Homer doesn't deserve this, and neither does Frank Grimes. Homer doesn't deserve the good in this episode. At all. Really? Everyone's freaking laughing over him just saying, "Change the channel, Marge." Seriously. And if I was freaking Frank Grimes' relatives, I wouldn't let Homer to be invited here, cause he hated freaking Homer so freaking bad. Homer just ruined it. Homer ruined his life in just like a few days, it seems. Wow. This makes me want to find an episode of something really, really bad happening to Homer or something. Okay, I just closed out a VLC Media Player, but I give this episode an 8 out of 10. It's just a little too cruel to Frank Grimes, but just so oomph and loaded. And I feel just so bad for Frank Grimes. I know I've said that so many times, but yeah. I'm so glad that there's an episode that I have not watched that has Frank Grimes. Frank Grimes' son gets revenge on Homer. I might want to find that episode.